Hello everybody, I am here in Ganon's Tower, which is the final dungeon of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. This video, as you might have noticed, is extra long because the first challenge is the boss gauntlet. You need to fight all of the bosses from this game in order to proceed. I like the idea of a boss gauntlet, but I don't like the execution. I much prefer the boss gauntlet that you see in the Mega Man series, where you fight all of the bosses back to back to back. Here you have little puzzle rooms before each of the boss battles, which kind of destroys the momentum. You might be really psyched to fight the bosses, and instead you get stuck on grappling hook puzzles. This room has 2 grappling hook puzzles. The challenge is that the 2 jumps you make are different. You have different timing for both jumps, so it can be rather tricky. Here with the 3rd thing, instead of making the jump, it's a lot easier to climb to the top and use the Deku Leaf. Pacing issues aside, my main problem with the boss gauntlet is here. No, it's not the fact that it's in black and white, it's the fact that half of your inventory has completely disappeared. I'm not sure why this is the case. You think it would be more interesting if you had your entire inventory. That way you could try fun and interesting things like using the hook shot on Gohma. Wouldn't that be cool to try to beat Gohma with the hook shot? Or alternately, you could try to beat Gohma with the iron boots on and make it more difficult. Alas, you can't do any of those things. Instead, the boss battle is basically going to be the exact same thing as it was the first time around. Yeah, it's just sort of a lost opportunity, I would say. In order to make this more challenging, I'll have to do something silly, like make an impossible jump. Yeah, I'll try to jump hang on the platform with this swing right here. Yeah! Oh, I got it. Oh man, cool. That's kind of a difficult jump to make. Does it help you out? No. No, it doesn't help you in the slightest. It just looks cool, that's all. Also, it's a little bit easier to grapple to Valu's tail from the upper level than it is to grapple to Valu's tail from the bottom level. But that's just a minor improvement. Just like last time, you have to grapple to Valu's tail 3 times in order to destroy Gohma's armor. And you know what? Let's equip the mask of whatever you call it. The Hero's Charm, Let's see how much HP Gohma has. The battle is really simple here. Just grapple to Gohma and then attack Gohma's eye. Actually, it looks like grappling to Gohma does damage. Yeah, just hitting Gohma with the grappling hook does damage. And remember how I said you have to fight all of the bosses in this game to complete the boss gauntlet? That's not exactly true. You only have to fight 4 bosses. The boss from the Temple of the Gods and the boss from the Forsaken Fortress are not part of the boss gauntlet. Which kind of confirms my feeling that the Forsaken Fortress doesn't count as a real dungeon. As you can see, this room is based off of the Forbidden Woods. It's basically an extended Deku Leaf challenge. For the first challenge, use the Deku Leaf on the windmill to get the carriage platform. Jump to the platform, and use the Deku Leaf on the windmill again. Which is difficult because you can't really see a single thing. But I did it nonetheless! Okay, fantastic! So, here we have the platforms, which go up and down and up and down. Look, jump to the platform when it's down, not when it's up. If you try to go to the platform when it's up, you'll probably miss, and you'll fall down to the bottom and start the room over from the beginning. When the platform is down at the bottom, set off the windmill, which brings you this carriage. And here you have another tricky timing puzzle. Jump when the one on the right is at the top. Sort of like this. If you jump sooner or later, you probably will end up in this area at the wrong time. And over here you have another floating challenge. But you also have those evil, what do you call them? P-hat enemies. What you want to do is use your bow and arrow to destroy the enemies to make it easy for you to float over to that area. Alternately, you could just be brave and try to avoid those enemies as you float over here, but it's a lot safer to just destroy the enemies from afar. This is the battle against Kalle Demos. As you might remember, you need to use the boomerang here. Let me put on my hero's charm again. Might as well just keep it on for the entire boss gauntlet. Right, good going. Looks like I just have one more vine to destroy. Alright, took Kalle Demos to well past half health in one round. Good job, Link. Oh wow, Kalle Demos is almost dead at this point. Very good job, Link. Just one more hit ought to do it, actually. How many vines do I still have? I can't really see. Because this is in black and white, it's a little bit harder to see what's going on. That makes the battle a little bit more difficult. And you'll notice I'm going through these rooms in clockwise order. That's how you fight the bosses, in the order you found them in. This room is based off of the Light Temple. Not the Light Temple, the Earth Temple. Here you have those evil coffins. One technique is to hug the wall. That helps you avoid the coffins. And it allows you to get a fairy in a bottle. That's great. I was hoping to get a fairy in a bottle. The alternate way to get through this area is to zigzag. Just go left and right and left and right and left and right. But that's not ideal because you will be put in the way of possibly being attacked by one of those re-dead enemies. So here we have light and we have a switch. What you need to do is lure a purple chew over towards the light. So where's a purple chew? There's a purple chew. Okay, purple chew, come over here, follow Link. The chew enemies are rather slow, which is unfortunate because this is a time challenge. So you're gonna have to wait for the chew enemies to get as close as possible to Link in order to solve this challenge correctly. I'll wait for this enemy to get to the other part of the tile area. And go. Okay, Link, you can do this, you can do this. Drop the chew on the switch. That controls the stairs over here at the other side of the room. Okay, got there in time. Looks like I got there with several seconds to spare. Very nice. Here we have another switch, but you'll notice we have no chews or light in sight. In fact, what you have to do is go all the way down this corridor to notice that the light is all the way over here. So you're gonna have to try to hit a chew as far away from you as possible. There, got that one chew. Fantastic. Let's hope I can actually do this. Like I said, it's a time challenge. Okay, Link, roll, roll, roll like you mean it, Link. Come on, Link, roll like you stole something and you're trying to get away from the police. Okay, there we go, there we go. Don't be fooled by that Stalfos enemy. That Stalfos enemy who appears, that's totally there just to throw you off. Just ignore that Stalfos enemy and go straight to the boss battle. This boss battle against Jalhalla isn't so bad, but my main issue with the battle is the fact that it's in black and white. You really need color in order to see the beams of light that you're shooting at Jalhalla. I mean, it's not impossible to figure out what you're doing, but it's easier with light, so you can actually see, oh hey, by the way, there's light here. Come on, enemies. You want to kill 5 enemies at once. Don't, it's basically a real pain because you have to fight another round with Jalhalla. I think I might have defeated 5 enemies though. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Looks like I only defeated 4. I found the Jalhalla battle to be kind of interesting because you don't really fight Jalhalla directly, which is different. That's usually not the case in the Zelda series. Usually you fight the boss. Here you just fight a bunch of smaller Poes. And you'll notice I defeated Poe number 5 in that round, which skips to another round, which is kind of unfortunate, I would say. You know, I only got time to kill 1 Poe in round number 2. I think that's a little bit unfair. It would be nicer if they gave me, say, you know, the full minute and a half or however long it is you have to fight the Poes. Okay, how many more Poes? Just this one? Just that one. Cool. So here for the final and most difficult version of the boss battle. You need to avoid being blown away, and you need to use the light, which is going to disappear and reappear. Of course, you also have the Jalhalla curse. So I'm waiting for light to reappear right here. Perfect. Perfect job. If you bothered to get the hurricane spin attack, which you can get from Orca, the killer whale, on Windfall Island, not Windfall Island, Outset Island, what you have to do is bring Knight's Crest to Orca, and he will teach you the hurricane spin. That is basically the only time the hurricane spin comes in handy. The boss battle against Jalhalla. Other than that, it's basically a pointless move. This room is based off of the Wind Temple. You have a nasty Wizrobe enemy here, which will try to attack you as you go throughout the room. What you want to do is use the iron boots here to propel yourself up into the air. That way you can use the Deku Leaf to float to the other side of the room. You want to float in between these 2 pillars of light. And if you get a chance, kill the Wizrobe enemy. That's the easier way to get through this room. Otherwise, the Wizrobe is probably just going to hang around and cause you problems as you try to get over here where you hookshot to the boss door. The first time around, Molgera gave me no problems whatsoever, but I think Molgera is slightly different here. So here I'm gonna get close to Molgera. I'm very slowly coming towards the middle. There are two ways. You can L-target Molgera in order to get the tongue, or you can do this. You know, just use the hook shot like you would on a hook shot target. It's not always easy to use the hook shot on Molgera like it is on a hook shot target. You'll notice I failed the challenge there. And there we go. Perfect. So after the first round, Molgera shoots a bunch of mini Molgeras out of the ground. And the mini Molgeras are kind of a pain. It's a lot easier to, say, do something like this. Get far away from the mini Molgeras. Otherwise, you might L-target the mini Molgeras instead of L-targeting Molgera. That is obviously not something you want to happen. Yeah, those mini Molgeras just completely screw up your L-targeting here. Yeah, see, you'll notice I tried to L-target Molgera twice. The game twice thought I was L-targeting mini Molgeras. Why does it not think I would want to L-target the boss? That's just kind of silly. There we go, perfect. After 2 rounds, Molgera is going to get mad and then fly up into the sky. Try not to get hit by Molgera when Molgera comes out of the ground. And you might as well just use this time to kill the 2 mini Molgeras. Or actually, 3 mini Molgeras. Unlike the other boss battles, this one just is difficult in black and white. I'm sorry. It's really hard to see what's going on because you have sand everywhere and the mini Molgeras and then Molgera herself, or himself, or itself. I don't know what gender the evil Molgera is. So try to get around the backside of Molgera, just to get those mini Molgeras out of the way. And then attack Molgera ruthlessly. Looks like 1 more round is all I need. Go over here to this side of the room, hoping to make Molgera appear here. If it works, the ground below me will start turning gray and dark. Nope, it didn't work. Molgera decided to go flying instead of actually attacking me. And you'll notice that it takes 2 hits to destroy a mini Molgera. Maybe you didn't notice that, but if you were paying really close attention... Ooh, heart. Why is the heart in color while everything else isn't? Strange. If you're paying really close attention, you notice that. And Molgera is defeated. That is the boss Gauntlet. Whew. It can be kind of a long, difficult challenge, but once you fight all of the bosses, the doorway will open, allowing you access to the rest of Ganon's tower.